Uh-oh, you are now listening to
D, the delinquent.
On the podcast.
This is Many Hats, No Cap, baby.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.
Welcome to Many Hats, No Cap with Delinquent. Yo, Shaquille O'Neal is a G, homie. He's a thug, homie. He helped me and my pops sneak into an NBA All-Star game for free. And I'm going to share that with y'all in this episode. But first, I have to share my Uncle Rico story. Yes, I have a great sports memorable moment that I will never ever forget. Gabriel Soto, I'm sorry. But you know I can't let this go, dog. And by the way, I love you, bro, and I'm happy you're doing good. I see you on Facebook, living it up. More power to you, bro. I love you. But I can't let this go, man. So in 8th grade, I was playing for Valencia Jaguars, and he was playing for the Mansfield, whatever they're called. It's a downtown middle school. I think they're still open. Game on the line, 3 seconds left. We're down by 2 points. Our coach's name was Coach Donovan. Awesome dude, awesome teacher. I wish I knew what he was up to today, but I don't. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Donovan. And our assistant coach was Mr. Lindsay. Awesome guy as well. He actually followed me throughout my school years. He became my principal in high school. Awesome dude. Anyway, Coach Donovan is scrambling, drawing up a play. We're in the huddle. It's our last timeout. You're going to set a pick here. You're going to do this. You're going to run that. You're going to run baseline. You're going to do this. He's going crazy. Now, I'm just lost. I'm just gazing at the crowd because I was hungry. Now, let me tell you this. Throughout elementary, you remember the zebra gum? Remember all those flavors in that little packet? The whole spectrum of flavors in that gum packet? The zebra gum? Well, I would swallow that shit. Yes. The flavor never lasted long, and it was so damn good, I wanted to savor it for every second, and I would swallow it. Well, it ended up fucking my stomach up. And every time that I would get hungry, my stomach would hurt. Not just hurt. I'm talking hurt, bro. Fucking pain. So during this huddle, 3 seconds left, we're down by 2. I'm feeling that pain. And Mr. Donovan and Mr. Lindsay, they were aware of this pain situation that I would feel whenever I was hungry. So I'm just zoned out looking at the crowd. Mr. Donovan scrambling, drawing up a play. Now, I wasn't the all-star of our team, but I was one of the better ones, okay? I was really fucking good at basketball. So he's drawing up this play for me. When he's done drawing it up, he's yelling at me, Joey, Joey, Joey. And he gave me a little slap on my cheek. That's how zoned out I was. And I looked at him. What's up? And he goes, did you hear me? You got that? And I said, I'm hungry, coach. And he laughed. And Mr. Lindsay laughed too. Then Mr. Donovan put the clipboard down, then he looked at me with his hands on his knees, looking at me right in my face, and he says, if you make this fucking shot, I will buy you anything you fucking want from McDonald's. I said, okay. Break. We're going back to the court. Now, I didn't know what the play was, but my homie Wesley Stark, I love you, bro. He was on my same team. I asked Wesley coming out the huddle. I said, Wesley, what am I supposed to do, bro? And he says, I'm going to set a pick for you at the baseline right on the corner. And then you're going to go right up to the top of the key at the 3. Okay, so I got to hit a 3-pointer. Whatever. I was real cocky, real confident. I was good at basketball. So the play goes as planned. Wesley sets the pick. I run up to the top of the key at the 3-point line. The ball gets thrown to me, and I catch it. Gabriel Soto is running towards me. We made eye contact and everything. But he was too late, son. You were too late, son. I Iron Man'd up. And I shoot my shot. 3, 2, 1. Swish. Horn goes off. People go fucking nuts. I hit the game-winning shot. It was awesome, bro. Everybody was cheering, going crazy. My teammates were going nuts. Mr. Donovan, oh, we're going to fucking McDonald's. We're going to McDonald's. Even the next day at school, on the intercom for the early morning announcements, Mr. Lindsay gave me a shout out saying, congratulations to the Valencia Jaguars basketball team. And thank you, Joey Velasquez, for hitting that game-winning 3-point shot. Man, it was awesome. Good times. That was my moment. Now, I've had other moments in sports, but that was definitely, by far, the best one. And I was good at basketball, but in reality, I owe it all to my dad, my pops. He forced me to play, and he made sure I'd stay busy with basketball leagues, basketball tournaments, basketball camps. He always made sure I was in something. When the season was over, he was hunting and searching for another league for me to get in. And I think it was because he learned from my older siblings that he had to keep me busy. He had to keep me off the streets to stay out of trouble. And that did help. But it also helped me become a good basketball player. Shit, to this day, I still got a shot. Believe it or not, even though I'm short and chubby, I can still shoot, bro. But he put me in all these leagues, and that was awesome. But one time, I was 8 years old. Now, I was super cocky, super confident. I was arrogant. He put me in this league that his friend was like in charge of. There were 16 and 18-year-olds. I was 8 years old. This was at the downtown YMCA indoor gym. Awesome place. He tells the dude that I can play, that I can keep up with these 16-year-olds and 18-year-olds. These are fucking men. These are young men. It's a big jump from 8 years old to 16. That's double. That's double the lifespan. You feel me? They've been here on Earth 2 times. I've been here once. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So he puts me in this fucking league, in this game, I should say. It was one game. They give me a red shirt because the team that they wanted me on was red team. I put on this red shirt. Huge, bro. It fucking went down to my knees and shit. Looked like I wasn't wearing shorts. Fucking weird. I'm in the game. Not even 5 seconds in the game. The other team steals the ball from me. We get the ball back. I go for a shot, and this motherfucker just blocks the shit out of me. Now, my dad never took it easy on me. Whenever we'd play one-on-one in the front yard, he always played hard. He never let me have any free passes, and that's why I became good. But it's just different when you're playing with strangers and different people in the game, in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. And these dudes were just kicking my ass. I played in this game for about a minute, and then that coach took me out. He took me out. I sat on the bench, and then I started crying. Not because I was sad, but because I was mad. I was mad at my dad. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna put me in the mix with these men? I was blaming my dad. I was so pissed off. And I told my dad, I want to go home. Fuck this. I want to go home. I took off the red shirt and I started walking out the gym. My dad said his goodbyes to his friends. Goes and meets me in the parking lot. We get in the car and I'm pissed. I'm just looking out the window. He doesn't say a word. Now we both love music. He puts on the radio. We're just listening to oldies on the way home. I was so pissed off. I didn't talk to him for the whole day. The next day came. My dad had this white van. Awesome van. There was a sink in it, a love seat sofa, fucking shag carpet, 4-inch shag carpet. And it was just one of these vans. Awesome van. I loved it. And whenever my parents would argue, my dad wouldn't sleep on no couch. He would just go sleep in the van. He had it made. Shit, makes me think he wanted to argue. But anyway, he comes home from after work. Pulls in all crazy, gets down, runs inside, takes a shower. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And when he's done with his shower, he took like a 2-minute shower. He gets out, spraying himself with cologne real quick. And then he tells me, come on, let's go. We gotta go. We're gonna be late. I don't know where we're going. He says, come on, let's go. We gotta go. And my mom says, have fun. She knew where my dad was taking me. I had no idea. I get in the van. My dad skirts out. We're driving down the road. We hit the freeway. We ain't never go this far before. We passed Marana. I say, Dad, where we going? And he says, Phoenix. It's about a 2-hour drive from Tucson. I said, what are we going to do in Phoenix? I'm thinking something with basketball. He says, we're going to the game. I said, Dad, I didn't bring my shorts. He said, that's all right. We're going to a basketball game. I said, what game? And he said, the NBA All-Star game. Oh, I got so excited. Man, I remember I smiled so big, like, oh my God, we're going to go see Pippen. We're going to see everybody. I'm so excited. And he says, I don't have tickets, but we're going to figure it out. Okay. So we take this drive. I always knew this about my dad. See, my dad's a hustler. My dad makes things happen. He just does. He's always had this mentality, this ability. He just makes things happen. So I believed in him. I always have. He never gave me a reason to doubt him. We get to Phoenix. We pull up to the NBA All-Star game. And then outside the game, they had this event going on called the NBA Jam Session, something like that. We go into this event and it's a whole bunch of cool shit. They let us see like imprints of big time NBA stars' hands on basketballs, and you get to put your hand up on these basketballs to compare your hand size to their hand size. It was crazy. They had a display of Shaquille O'Neal's shoe just so you could see how big it is. You know what I mean? They had these life-size posters of Jordan, Dikembe Mutombo, and all these players. It was awesome. And in that event, you could do like 3-point shot tournament things and contests and all kinds of cool shit. So we're in this NBA Jam Session event. I'm having a blast. We grew up broke. We ain't never had much money. And I remember my dad asking some scalpers, some ticket scalpers, for NBA All-Star Game tickets. They were asking for $500, $800, $1,000. My dad didn't have that, but he kept asking other people. My dad was really close with this one guy named Raul. Raul was a referee. Raul showed up in a referee shirt. My dad goes, Raul, what's up? You know, they do the handshake, dab, and hug. And Raul says, what's up, Hector? What are you doing? You got tickets? My dad says, no. Can you help? And Raul says, I'm just going to referee the celebrity game. That was awesome. He says, it's inside though. I'll sneak you guys in. You guys just got to sit somewhere where nobody's around. And if you guys get caught, that's on you. But I'll help you get in. So Raul gets us in through a tunnel. And he tells us, go in through those doors right there. And when the game's over, make sure you go out those back doors again. Maybe you can hang out and get back into the NBA All-Star game that's going to be tonight. All right, cool. We go into the doors and bam, lights already off. We see some empty seats. We sit there and it was awesome, bro. We met Cal Ripken Jr., the baseball player, Spike Lee, the film director. We met Boyz II Men, who I fucking love. We met so many people, actors, celebrities. It was awesome. It was some kind of celebrity basketball game going on. We met Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. We met so many people. It was awesome. And I was happy with that. Like, I was satisfied. Dad, we can go home. So the game's over. We go back out those doors that we came in. We're in this tunnel and it's super dark. My dad says, let's walk around. Because security was floating around, right? We're walking down this tunnel. And then down this tunnel, we see a big silhouette and another silhouette that's smaller than that one. We're like, oh, damn. If we turn around now, it's going to look awkward. We better keep walking towards them because they already seen us. In fact, they were having a conversation and you can hear it echoing. And when they seen us, they stopped conversating. It was like, who the fuck are these dudes? So we get closer to them. As we're getting closer, I start making out that big silhouette. We get closer and closer, and boom, Shaquille O'Neal. Motherfucking Shaq, bro. Shaq attack. Woo! And he's talking with a referee. We get up close to them, and my dad tells Shaq, "Hey, what's up, Shaq?" And Shaq says, "Hey, what's up, man?" All deep. We all know how Shaq sounds. He says, "Hey, what's up, man?" "Good luck tonight," my dad tells him. And as we're walking past, the referee says, "Excuse me, do you guys have tickets?" My dad stops and turns around and he goes, yeah. And the referee says, "Well, you guys are in the wrong place. You guys got to go back out and come in through the front and give the tickets and find your seats." And Shaq, he did the most awesome thing ever. He looked at me and he said, "This your dad?" I said, "Yeah." Then he looked at my dad, then he said, "You trying to get your son in the game?" My dad said, "Yeah." Shaq says, "Come on." And he tells the referee they good. Shaq starts walking. He puts his hand around my dad's shoulder and he says, "Follow me, man." We start walking. Now, it was a little walk. Shaq says, "These doors right here is to an upper level. Walk in those doors, lights should be off. Maybe you guys could find some seats." My dad said, "Thank you." Shaq says, "No problem." Shaq gets down on one knee and he goes, "High five, young man, or give me a dap." I give him a dap. Boom. Solid, bro. His fists were huge, right? I'm little old Joey. Dapped me up and he walked away. We waited. We can hear all the sound effects playing, people cheering through them doors. But we followed directions. My dad kept looking at his little Casio watch with the calculator. My dad says, "Okay, let's go." We walked in through those doors and the game was starting. And it was crazy. We go up to some rails. We're walking around acting like we belong. And then we look down midsection, lined up with half court. We see damn near 12 empty seats. And my dad says, "Right there. We're going to go right there." Okay. First, let's get some sodas and maybe some hot dogs. Okay. We go get some sodas and hot dogs. And like, it just felt legit. We belong. We know where we're going to sit. We're going to get some food. Everything's good. When we come out the snack bar area, those seats are still empty. So we go down to them seats and we sat down and we watched the game. Woo! That was awesome. To this day, I got a bunch of autographs. Spike Lee's, Cal Ripken Jr.'s, all the Boys to Men, even Warren Moon. I wish I got Shaq's autograph, but I didn't. But instead, he helped me and my dad have an unforgettable night together. Yeah.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.